In this lesson, we're going to talk about the amazing flash fill function within Excel. Now, flash fill can do a number of different things. In this exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to extract out the city, the state, and the zip code all individually on their own cells. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that for you, and we're going to see that we'll be able to do that in a variety of different ways. So the first thing with flash fill, it always starts off with a hint. So I have to tell Excel what I want to extract out and also the format. So notice this is in all caps. I do not want this to be in all caps, but I am going to extract it out. So I'm just going to very simply type out Kenton, and I'm good to go. Now, there's a few different ways to apply my flash fill. Number one, this might be something you're used to, and that's related to regular autofill. So I'm going to move my mouse over here to the lower right, and then very simply click and drag down. And now you'll see here how it repeats Kenton, which is not what I want, but when I click on this little autofill options, I can then say flash fill. Beautiful. Now you can see it's extracted everything out. Let's go ahead and try it a different way. This time I'm going to type out the hint for the state. I have that there. And now one of my favorite ones is the keyboard shortcut to apply, which is just Control E as in Edward. I do that and you can see, bam, just like that, I'm done. And let's go ahead and look at one more. Again, I'm going to type in my hint of the zip code. And now for this one, all I do is continue to type. Watch this. I go down to the next line. I'm just going to simply type out 4, and then notice what Excel does magically. I just hit enter, and then bam, just like that, I've done my flash fill. So I'm going to encourage you to try this out on these names over here on the right-hand side. Let's go ahead and check out another variation of flash fill. I'm going to go over here to this other tab, FF2, and this time, instead of extracting out, I'm going to combine. And some might call this concatenation, but we don't have to use any fancy formulas in order to accomplish this goal. So again, it just starts off with a hint. So my manager says to me, hey, you know what? Our database was incorrect and it separated these out into columns. So now what I need you to do is combine these. And I need you to do this for all 15 of these line items. So no problem, I give it a hint. So let's go ahead and type it out. And then once again, I now can use my flash fill to then bring it down. So once again, I'm going to do Control E, and you'll see just like that, I'm good to go. Now, what's so neat about this is that these are kind of living organisms, because what I can do at this point is, let's say I wanted to put a variable in between this. Let's just say, for example, I'm going to go right into here. I'm going to double click inside there. I'm just going to do an underscore and just do 2025 underscore. And then when I hit enter, look at that. Everything then follows suit. It is absolutely magical. So go ahead and try that for this one on your own. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one. Come over to here, and let's say, for example, I need to make email addresses out of these names here. So all I'm going to do now is combine both of the names, separate them out by a period, and then add in my domain name. Now you're going to see I'm going to do a slight variation on that. It's going to be lowercase, there's going to be no spaces, and then of course we're going to have the @ symbol and the domain name. So let's go ahead and try that out. So I've got all that ready to go, and you'll see that Excel is recognizing the fact that I have both the Pony and the Danza column, and then I have the period, and then it also has a newcomer in there, which is my @ symbol and my domain. So very simply now, I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and this time I'm just going to go ahead and type out the letter K, and notice how that pops up. I'm going to hit enter, and now, beautiful, it's combined everything. So this is just a small sample of what you can do. Now keep in mind, I've got a few other things for you to exercise on and for you to practice, and if you recall, with flash fill, it always starts off with a hint, and then flash fill does the rest.